Hello everybody and welcome to episode 11. My name is Diego Bailey and this is my 30-day challenge where every day I post something new. Today we're going to talk about a topic which is very close to my heart, which is cooking, right? And it's interesting because before I was 25 years old, I never cooked something. Well, I cooked a little bit, but nothing serious. In Azerbaijan, where I come from, we had a housemaid. I know, right? So she was doing all that stuff. And so imagine you never have to cook for something again, you get the time, and then suddenly, that's pretty amazing. So when I came to Ireland and I need to, live my own and cook, I just was buying like quick meals, like, pizzas and all that food. But I very quickly realized that even though like I can buy the food and I can have it very quickly, especially the fast food, it wasn't really making me feel good. Like it was, if anything, was making me feeling really crappy. And the more I would eat it, the more crappy I would feel. Especially fast food and like chocolate and crisps. Like if I would consume them a big amount, I would have like really a lot of energy rises and crashes. And my skin, I used to have like fucking pimples and all that stuff. That was not. I looked like the moon, which was absorbing all those comets from the universe. And yeah, that was not the prettiest thing. Eventually, my wife discovered this cool guy. His name was Joe Wicks, and Joe Wicks is basically a high-intensity trainer, which, he has a lot of cool workouts on YouTube. Joe Wicks, if you can Google him, they're really good. And he also came up with his cookbooks, right? And if you're somebody who is struggling with finding food that he or she can cook in a quick amount of time that actually tastes good and doesn't cost a lot, then I would highly recommend you to check out Joe Wicks' books, right? I have like 3 of them, in fact. So this was his first one. As you can see, it's been really heavily used. And he does have a lot of recipes. So he might have something like a smoothie recipe, which is really nice. And you're like, well, what about food? Well, here you would have something like this Thai green curry, and on the left side you would usually have like an explanation of the ingredients, how to cook it, and a picture of it, right? So very, very, very easy. Some of them will have a breakdown of how long it will take. All of this kind of stuff is really explained in here. Here's another great example. Tuna steak with salsa. I love this food. Bear in mind, this is coming from a guy who could cook at the most like a toast and make tea. That's what the most I could do. That's my usefulness level. And so cooking then afterwards that's amazing. And the thing is that it doesn't cost a lot. Like, well, okay, tuna costs a little bit more, but eating the right thing, making sure that the fuel that you put into your body is always crispy clean, it just makes a huge difference. Like imagine your phone charger, right? And you connect it to a wonky connection, and every 2 seconds the connection drops and ups and downs. Like eventually you will notice that your battery is going to be fried and just destroyed, right? So if you don't treat your electronics like this, why would you decide to put garbage into your mouth? See, a lot of the problems also come from the fact that we're not educated enough about nutrition. Food is, a lot of them is really overpowered with sweet and salt and oils and all of that nature to make the taste so much stronger. But it might be tasty in your mouth, but when it comes to your gut, to your stomach, where all of the energy conversion happens, not so much. So that was one of his books. This is another one. It's also really, really good. Like it has things like grilled harissa chicken and chickpea salad. Really amazing. Like I'm telling you, like it has for every single desire, like something. Like, do you want to cook some cool desserts? Here we go. That's also there. And if you are a vegetarian, no problem. He has this lean 15 veggie. And again, all of his meals take between 15 to half an hour to cook. And if you're doing it with somebody else, like I'm cooking with my wife, way easier. Check this out. Spicy fried rice and mango salad. Look at this. This is the game, right? The price of this meal for 4 days is like 10 euros. It's like, no, it wasn't even less. Like, anyways, it's just insane how cheap it is and how tasty it is. It's like the best thing ever. I cannot recommend this enough. So, listen, like the summary of this whole conversation is that food is really important. it is so important, but you don't realize it until you're very old. And I'm telling you, realize it now. Invest a little bit into understanding how nutrition affects your energy levels, your sleep, your overall health. Because when you get older, you're like 60 or 50 or 40, you're like, oh, this hurts, I have to go to the doctor. You're going to pay afterwards. And not a good idea. These kind of books help you to cook really well, flavored food, not very expensive, and it's quick as well. So if you are looking for something to try out Joe Wicks. And if you want to find out what you can do, what kind of workout you can do at home, you can go to this YouTube channel. It's also amazing. And that's it. That's it for my Nutrition Friday. I'm not sure who of you is gonna, listen to this advice right now. Everybody might be drinking a couple of beers, having a pizza. So, I understand that. But I highly recommend to check it out and see what happens, right? And if you are living not far away from me, I can borrow you the book. Possibly. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this episode 11. I appreciate all of your time that you spent with me. I wish you an amazing day. And I'll see you tomorrow at this awesome channel. And by the way, if you like what you're seeing, hit that like button.